Hello, boys and girls. We are at the Grand Lift, the second one, the one of Rolled. Um, so we've actually already finished Mountaintop of the Giants and gone on to Missoula. But I got to thinking, and before we completely finish that, we're about where we're starting to go into that. I'm gonna record this and slot it in before, just so, because I know there's some things we're going to farm there. So after we finish the Mountaintop of the Giants, you should have the secret medallion and all that to get to the Haligtree that they talk about. So if you hit switch action left or right, hoist secret medallion, and I'll talk while this is going. So the reason I wanted to do this is there's an item we're going to pick up along the way that increases item discovery. And it's basically the silver counterpart to the gold scarab, just like the silver and gold foul foot. This one increases item discovery. You've basically seen this before, so I'll go ahead and skip it. But yeah, so that's on the way through this little short area, just basically like a catacombs almost, but it's really just like a real. It's kind of a short one, and um, will lead us to another area where there's a lot of really cool items. So at least I want to show you how to get there. Because we're towards the end of the game, you know, I wanted you to have this before we were totally done with that area because if there's anything you want to farm, it's going to greatly help. And there's a really good armor set if you want to get that before going all the way through Missoula and all that as well. I was just gonna do Missoula first because it gives us the bell bearings, but there's a lot of really good equipment this way. You know these guys, we've dealt with them. There's gonna be a octopus in this room. We'll just run. Slow down there, buddy. Jeez. There we go. One of the octopus in here is gonna be, or actually, I think it's the boss, not the octopus, but is a death root item as well. I think it's our last one as well. I'm pretty sure. But there's definitely like some hidden stuff in this area, so I'll show you that as well. We're gonna go back to where we just were, just so you know. He's needing that, nice. Trying to get Tish, Black Knife Titch upgraded. I wanted to grab this before we go back, because you might die there on our alternate route. It's another invisible walkway type thing. Oh, why did I rest at that? So here is the consecrated snowfield. I love this area and I hate it. There's a lot of good items here, but get used to not being able to see anything because that's the way it is. And there's no way to clear it out like we did with the dragon Borealis a while back. By the way, I maxed out my cross Naginata. So, enjoying it. Alright, so we are gonna see if we've got them here. Should have a few rainbow stones, so I don't really use them. The only real use is for dropping them off ledges to see if you'll survive the fall. Can craft more if you've got the rune fragments. Anyways, if you want, I'm gonna throw one off right here. And you'll see it doesn't go all the way down. It does there. Alright, so we can see kind of in between those we should be fine. And obviously we can walk towards that walkway. I like to raise my vision kind of high. It allows you to throw them a little further. Still not very far, but kind of gives you a path to follow. So now, not that one, it's this one over here. Oh dang, I need the 8. And here is our silver scarab. Very easily missable. So now we should be able to walk straight across. Makes you feel better. Use your stones. You might want to use your stones to see the walkway, because there's a few vulgar militia in here. And make them out and fight you. It's a worthless item. I don't know why, it's just so satisfying to to lay those out, even though I know like where the path is. So you can see him kind of standing on air. If we walk towards him, towards that doorway, should take us right there. Just try to stay directly in front of the doorway and you'll be fine. There's a slope down, as you just saw. I really hope that's an 8, but it's probably a 9. I think there's another one in here. Yeah, he's right around the corner. Of course. Alright. Now, you can see we can kind of walk over this thing. And then drop down. Hero's Rune. And yeah, so that is another one of the octopus. See if you can hit it. There's also a lot of vulgar militia in here, so you want to take a few out before you drop down. Stupid hat's gonna get in the way. There we go. Oh shit. Quit eating your hands. They actually eat their hands. They heal themselves. That's how they heal. Yay, old fangs. You gotta kill him though, so you can come here and hit this. Or you can try to run around him, I guess. Somewhere a heavy door open. Root resin times 4. And I don't know why I don't have my lantern on. Sorry about that. Been trying to do better about that. But yeah, nothing else in here. I think this is how you drop back down over here. Ah man, I was hoping there'd be an 8 in that little alcove. Yeah, so you can drop back down. Be sure to come get that Spell Drake +2. It's the final one. But this will drop down where that Vulgar Militia and 2 Octopus were that we killed right before the Grace. We're gonna go fight the boss, which is another Mimic tier. This one a little more difficult than the last, but nothing too bad. Really been wanting to try this one out. Too slow, Junior. You're out. No! Definitely seems like a very good summon. Finish him off. There's Black Flame Amon's ashes. And another Death Root. You can go the way I was showing you to get out of here. Just head back out the way we came, if you didn't do that already. I think this takes us back to the beginning. No, it takes us to Consecrated Snowfield. So, I'm not going to cover this area yet. If you do want to get what's here, just go on ahead and skip to the video where I cover it. It'll obviously have Consecrated Snowfield in the title. This map fragment's like obviously right there, just follow straight down. They'll be around a tree with a bunch of Albanark women who are riding, the ones like Latina, who are riding those wolves, big wolves. And then there'll be a town up here we've got to do a puzzle for, basically just lighting the braziers like before. There's a bunch of assassins wandering who try to kill you. But there will be a Knight's Cavalry, 2 of them, like right around here, following a 2 troll pulled cart, you know, like usual. And there will be like a curved sword in there, but at night there will be 2 Knight's Cavalry guarding it. If you kill both, you get their armor, which is probably the best looking armor in the game, I think. Tied with the Bloody Wolf, in my opinion. And I think there's 2 caravans in here. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've played this part. Now, this walkthrough's taking way longer than expected. But yeah, so that'll be in the episode titled Consecrated Snowfield. The 2 Knights Cavalry are really tough, because you gotta kill both in one, one go. You can't rest or anything after. So, you can do that if you want. But I'm gonna go on back and finish out Farum Azula because I've mostly knocked it out at this point. But again, I'm going to slot this before because there's a few items in Farum Azula that are kind of farmable. So, if you have that silver scarab first, it'd probably make it a lot easier if you're interested. So, if not, you can skip ahead, do a Farum Azula, come back here after. So basically you can decide whether do you want to come here and get this armor and the silver scarab and a lot of the cool, there's a lot of upgrades in here too, +9s and plus there's a few +10 sombers in here and lots of 7s and 8s for the standard. And then we'll get our final bell bearings over here. So at this point I've gotten all the standard bell bearings completely. So we can upgrade any weapon to +24. And then I'm lacking 1 more on the somber side. So we just need the +9 stone, which is the final bell bearing. Which we'll get before we finish Farum Azula. I'll probably get it in the next episode, which should, I think, be the 4th in being over here. The first one's like the tail end of the mountaintop with the fire giant fight. So you can do it either way you want. Again, I'm going to slot this in before Farum Azula. If you want to go right there, get the bell bearings, do that. If you want to come here and get the cool armor and the other upgrades and the scarab. Do that. The reason I think it's so important is because when you get to the end of the game, there's only like 2 more areas after we finish this and Farum Azula, and so you've only got maybe another 15 hours of gameplay, and at the most. And you want to spend the most time possible playing with the armor you like and the weapons you like. So wanted to show you, you can get it whichever way you want, and then you'll have more time using it instead of getting something awesome like right before the final boss. So anyways, that should do it. I'm gonna end this one. Should be a short episode. But yeah, we'll be to Farum Azula back there after this one. So I'm gonna slot it in there probably between Fire Giant and Farum Azula, or somewhere around there. So we'll see. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Hey guys, it is Sweaty Zeus here, and I'm going to throw this in this video as well. It's a good time to address Millicent's questline. It's something I had neglected, but it really hadn't caused us to miss anything yet. So once we defeated the Godskin Apostle a while back, there's a grace at the top of the hill right here that I did miss grabbing. You fight the Apostle like right here. But if you go on up, we fought him like right down in there, but that grace is there. So if you come to it, Millicent will be here. Once you've given her the arm at Haligtree Gazing Hill. If you didn't do that, we did that a long time ago. She'll be like right here. And then you get her arm from Shady Castle. It'll be in this room over here if you go around the rampart. So at that point, she'll move up here. Depending on really at any point, you can summon her for the Black Blade Kindred fight right here. And there's one other fight I think she helps with. Can't remember if it's either this guy here when we're going into Lindell or Morgott. One of the two, I don't know, but you'll run into it on the way as long as you've given her that arm. So I'm going to talk to her, and then that'll move her to her next location.
Ah, we meet yet again. The arm you gave me truly is a thing of wonder. It feels just like my own. Even handling a sword. Perhaps it is foolish to say this to you of all people, but I am sure of my skill with the sword. Thus, I would have you call upon me in battle, should you ever have the need. I would have you call upon it is the only.
So be sure to talk to her until she gives that second line, the only way I have to express my thanks or whatever. And then we're going to hop to her next location, and I'm going to make sure to get them all for you so we can progress her to her final location, because she's going to have a couple really, really good talismans. 2 of the best in the game if you have, like a small quick weapon like this that you're using. Conversely, you can actually kill her now and get Millicent's prosthesis, which is very good. It will prevent you from getting the rotten winged insignia, which is a lot better. It's actually like the upgraded version of this. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and move to her next point, but if you really want her her talisman now, look it up. It's the Millicent's prosthesis. You can kill her now and get it. Just so you know, that's a choice. So we will move on, and I'll show you the next point in her quest. Alright, we are now at Ancient Snow Valley, Site of Grace, and if you exhausted her dialogue at the last location, which was the top of Windmill Village, Windmill Heights. She will actually be right here, right by the Grace.
To think we'd meet in such a place. What could your purpose possibly... No. I know well enough who you are. Call upon me again, in battle, should you have the need.
If she doesn't appear here, go back to Windmill Heights and exhaust your dialogue. Be sure to exhaust it here, and that'll get you caught up for now. We won't see her again for a little while until we're up past consecrated snowfields and in the Haligtree, which is Melania's location. So it'll still be a little bit, but I wanted to make sure you knock those two out before we got too far, so you were keeping up. So that's it for now. I'll see you in the next part.